Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Yoki family build. Uh, November 3rd, 2018. So I'm out here today without my family because my son is sick. Yeah. So off topic is if anyone cares, if you have a young toddler, your first time, it's your first child, and he gets sick, it's normal for him to poop, have a lot of mucus, and not know how to, spit it out, and have a little fever. Basically he's vomiting all his food up and uh, and not really taking much liquids. We're just trying to give him what we can. But if all your family out there who's have a first time family, first first kid, don't be so alarmed. It's natural. Just do your best to give them some liquids, electrolytes, and try to get him rest. He'll probably keep you up all night, but just hold him in your arm and soothe him. Probably won't go to sleep, but just do your best. So, on topic. So today they put in the windows and the door. So that's nice. And then you got a whole bunch of wood in there, so they're probably building up the interior. So let's see what we find. So a couple of days ago, I was wondering what that was. That is, turns out that anything blue sticking out is actually your water. So there you go. It's kind of marked. And the other day, last time I came here, I actually, this generator is actually on my land, and I thought that, hey, that kind of sucks. But the good part about it is that we have this nice lamp here, and it's bright enough to kind of illuminate the whole driveway, which was kind of a concern of mine because I added some extra lights just to ensure that, like anyone thinking of busting in, we don't have a light there. My colleague said it's better just to have a light that's lit 24/7. And I was afraid of the electricity bill in that essence, but it's better to have something going on 24/7. Have your house lit just so that the thieves can't get any good ideas. All right, so continuing on. So kind of sucks though. That's on our land. We have such a nice piece of land, nice big lot. I guess they just decided to just put on the biggest lot, and as opposed to some of these other lots that don't have much land. But I mean, we paid for a premium for our land, and next thing you know, we have this. I wish that it would be good if when you're looking at lots of land, just to see whether or not what is also going to be on your lot that other than the sidewalk that eats into your property that you're paying for. What it is, and that's just something you would just to pass that knowledge down to you guys. So install the windows, and it looks like they installed the door. Now, when you go to the house, when you go to the showroom, they'll tell you what color door it is. I noticed that in the Bandy Bill, their door was white also, and they were kind of mystified by it. I think they just ended up painting the door afterwards. So well, let's see. Oh, nice windows, and they wrapped moisture wrap around the house. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hey, so looks like, all right, and they went ahead and sprayed. So I was talking to an Austin Lakes homeowner, because that was our original location to purchase from, but in York County, and that's super far from my work, so we did not end up choosing it. But he thought that they were just spraying because his area had termites. But no, this is a general practice that all builders do is they spray just so that the exposed wood sits and does not have any chance of getting termites. But in case you're wondering what that green stuff is, it's for termites. And I think these bags are, this is for ventilation. I think maybe these are the insulation for the outside ventilation. Here's some of the ventilation. Not sure what this is. Maybe it's the water line, the PEX. Not too sure. Here's the ducting. Lots of ducting. If anyone knows what this is, this stuff is, I'd like to know. It's going into the roof. Maybe it's just the electric. Here's the rest of the more piping. Sorry about my finger being in the way for a little bit there. Right, so you got going into. Oh, if anyone, our kitchen. Let's go from the beginning. So, what do you get at showroom? Let's talk about the house and options. So don't think that it's kind of nice. It's a big selling value that they give you the lowest number for what you can buy. But in actuality, and I spoke about this before, that's not really what you're ending up paying for. Because the prices they give you is the price of the basic price with no frills. But you're gonna have to add you're gonna have to add extra stuff into your home to make it nice. There's no way of going around it. You're gonna add stuff because the basic home is just, I've been around this neighborhood and to some of the homes just to look, we're excited. And some of the material's not so great. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is just not, this is not any knock on True Homes, but that's just the way it is for everything, in life. When, you can go on a plane in coach, and what are you expecting? VIP service? No, you have to pay for that kind of upgrade. So this is kind of what it is. So in our home, let me see. You got to pay attention to what they're giving you, because in the original home we have carpeting here. All right, and they actually don't carpet this whole area. Why is that such a big deal? Because that also applies to any kind of flooring that you're going to put in. So if you want it, they saw this room as kind of like this great room here that you're seeing, kind of like two rooms. So you have the great room, and then you have this walkway. So if you're buying, in the point of flooring, if you want to upgrade from carpet to laminate to whatever you want, well, this room in front of you, just this room, there's carpeting for the great room area, the living room. And then the rest of this section here, this walkway is vinyl. I'm not too sure on that. Either that or at least this is vinyl. Or it could be like three sections or this room could be divided into three sections. It could be there's this little box here that is originally vinyl, and it's for people to walk in, not to dirty up your carpet, and then it transitions to carpet, and it might just also transition to continuing vinyl. So when I went to showroom to look at, when they gave me the options manual, I kind of figured it out, because if you want to laminate this whole area, then you're gonna be charged for three separate things. You're gonna be charged for the laminate for this great room. and the laminate for the walkway, and the laminate for the little square section, you know, right at your door where, you know, people can put their shoes and stuff before they approach the house. And you know, you might want to pay attention to that because, and you know, do your diligence and ask your showroom rep what the breakdown in cost is if you're trying to upgrade your flooring. Again, I find that, and I'm hearing that it's much more cheaper just to go with what they gave you and do the flooring later, because some of the costs kind of don't make sense. For instance, I wanted to add wainscoting to my first floor, but there's an option to wainscot until the first bend. So it just I can't explain it. You'll have to let me do some research into that. And I remember the wainscoting price did not make sense for what you were paying. I think you're not paying for the size. You're basically paying for like what they deem as they're pricing things in sections. So I noticed that some sections don't reflect the true cost of what you're paying for. I mean, for instance, like that patio, that small section, I think was $300, you know, to laminate just for this small section here, that little square box when you walk in. But I'll follow up. I'll get you the price of that, and you'll see that some of it is kind of strange. Maybe they did it so that it's easier for them to make a decision on what the pricing is, because there's these model homes. So this model home is called the Jasper, but it's got like 9 different floor plans. So I think it's just their way of making it, pricing it, making the call on the pricing. All right, so another option was that some of the lighting is option. You would think that everything is included, especially the second floor, but the lighting is not all there. If you're into like can lighting, I understand that can lighting is like kind of specialty lighting, but you know it doesn't illuminate much of the home. But it's a cost of $125 a can light, you know, and we can only get 2, and kind of like the style of the light bulb, the light itself, the housing is another option you can upgrade from. So and then just for this room, you can do, actually for your every room, you can do like a pre-wiring. You can have, True Homes does it through the security provider, which is I think CGI. I forgot their name. They'll do the price breakdown, but and I've heard of this too. Their price is kind of way too expensive. I heard that a lot of this stuff you can do yourself, and it's much more cheaper from people who are actually in the industry. So as an example, I'm having them pre-wire my surround sound entertainment system. That's 2 rear speakers. The wiring is going to go through the ceiling and then down. And then 2 front speakers and 1 wiring for the sub, and it's all hidden in walls. Now I can understand that this is difficult, but I heard that wiring for your front speaker is super easy. I'm pretty sure you can YouTube videos for that. I've seen some videos for that, and I'm telling you, it's not hard. If you're willing, if you know, if you know this, if you're willing to save yourself $350, that you can just do it yourself, and you have one or two hours. But the big meat of the cost of the wiring is wiring for your cable box. Now you would think that that's provided in the plan for a modern house, but no, you're gonna have to pay extra for that. That cost me $950 to have a cable box installed in my home. So the cable box is going to be like installed right here with an extra outlet, power outlet for I think 2 coaxials and 3 phone lines. My numbers could be wrong in that, but just for that cost me $950. I'm not too sure what the industry rate is, but it is what it is. It's what I did not have to choose it, but that's what I chose, and that, and as I'm saying, you're gonna upgrade, you're gonna throw in things in your house that you need, that doesn't just come with the house. That you have to buy the options in. So, well, that's kind of weird. It's splitting out, but I don't know. Not too sure what that is. Maybe this is like insulation. Kind of looks like a sick snake. I think in my previous videos you saw these metal plates. They were kind of like this kind of shape, and they're there to kind of like they have a bolt coming up just like this, and maybe it's what that is, but that helps to, it looks as if it is for to kind of like hold the studs of the wall, the frame, to the concrete. So hey, let me know if I'm wrong on that. But and here it is. Here's an example. So you can see how it's holding the frame, and it's bolted in. It's bolted into the concrete. It's right here too. And then you can see this one comes up on the frame. So in my other videos, I kind of like filmed that, and I didn't really understand what they were for. I don't get what this stuff is. Well, that's kind of odd. If anyone knows what it is, I'm interested in knowing what it is for. So, they installed the garage door. Here's the garage. Someone said, you know what, now that I looked at my garage again, let me see if I can get through here. I was told that the garage would be small, but now that the garage is built up, this single garage for a car, I think it's pretty good size. That's a pretty good size. So what's going to be on the front of my house? I'm going to have, so like I said a while ago about the lighting, I was a little afraid of people breaking into the homes or stealing my car, especially the one that's going to be parked out here. So I installed 2 coach lights here at I think $125 or $150 a pop. So $300 for 2 lights on the outside. And True Homes is nice enough to give you like a nice porch light. Well, I think the regulations of the county require that they put one in and charge us for it. Again, it is what it is. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna paint my door. So we didn't do anything to our dining room. I really, again, I think it's a waste to have a dining room, just personally to me, because I would like to make that decision. I would like to not have this half wall and just, you know, make the decision of how much dining room I want to make, you know, as opposed to it being sectioned off, and now you know what section is for the dining room, what section is for your living room. Let me see. So the other day there was these two, oh, they're still here. I'm not too sure what it is. I'm just guessing that they're probably going to be they're probably going to end up being the I think it's what's called the bib that comes out of the house to provide the watering hose for your garden or your grass on the outside. But okay, so the kitchen, this is definitely for our island again, and our kitchen is small. Let me see. So this is where the fridge is. Yeah, either the fridge is here or here. I think it's here, and you get a single kind of counter, 36-inch cabinets, white. Not cheap. Those are upgrades. It's called staining because cabinets come in a natural wood color. So if you want to change it from a natural wood color to anything else other than brown, then you know, white, it's going to cost money, and then you can